Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Buckles Locker coming to you again. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos. Oh Lord, that's posted on this channel. Trying to clean up here. But anyway, we're gonna rock today. Rock the mic, got what it takes to rock the mic, right? Yeah. Shout out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Thank you for joining another live episode of Buckles Locker. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Thank you for joining as well. Keep supporting the channel. Y'all been with me since day one. You know, as you come into the live stream, like the live stream. Let me give my little shout outs before I get the rolling. You see me rolling. They hating. Man, hold up. You wish what up, man? Perry Mathis, Willie Mag, Al Robinson, Charles, what up, man? Lightning Films, Brent O'Neill, Archie Boy, Chris, what's up, buddy? Dropping bombs, huh? Sandoval, Corey, what's up, man? Nikki Deuce, what's up? We up. Mopar Buck, what's the deal, man? I ain't starting no trouble today. I just came in to chat for a little bit for the next hour. We here till 6 o'clock, folks. My time. 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock your time on the Eastern Standard hours time frame. 6 to 7 my time. So we got a nice little show for the next hour. You know, I'm gonna give my little spiel, my little talk, and then I'll let you guys come in and talk for the rest of the show, and then we'll close it out. The topics for today is free agency, a little bit of restructuring. Where my pen at? But free agency, a little restructuring. Shaq Barrett. We'll talk about him. We'll talk about some other roster moves for the Bucs. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have been keeping up what's been going on around the league. It's been pretty fun. Yeah, I like it. So where we should start? Let's start with the Bucs, of course. I'm looking at some news here, trying to see if anything popped up. Still some trades going on. All right, cool. Nothing really jumping off right now. Nothing really jumping off. I'm looking. Kenny, what up, man? Bottom for Christ. Kobe, true Bucs fan. Where we at? Nothing really going on right now. Let's look quiet. William Butler with the super chat, $2 super chat. Let's go. William Butler says, pass rusher, maybe. I like your profile pic. Maybe. Did you say maybe pass rusher? Now I'm not sure. What up, Steven? I'm not sure if you meant via free agency or you talking about the draft. Because if you're talking about the draft, there is no maybe. Pass rusher, exclamation point, several times. Oh no, period. You can spell the word out, period. What up, Joe? Eugene, what's the deal? There is no maybe, William. So I'm not sure what you meant by that. Draft, free agency, or just saying it in general. But of course, pass rusher, obvious. That's the obvious move. Not about a guard, not about a receiver. The moves tell you that where the Bucs going at, right? There were some talks about getting the receiver Russell Gage. There are some things about getting the guard Zion Johnson and a couple other ones out there. Shaq Mason. Where's the holes at? D line. And you notice they haven't made any moves towards the D line through free agency yet. So should let you know right there. Joe with $1 super chat. Appreciate it with the pit bull as a profile pick. I had a pit. I had a reverse Brindle. Thank you for the super chat, Joe. Shouts out to you. William Butler says free agency. Yeah, but that's gonna have to wait. I wanted the Bucs to kind of shoot a little high on the D line in free agency, but we too tight on the cap. They just had to restructure, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But the Bucs can't shoot high in free agency now. They're tight against the cap. Oh, you have a Brindle? Yeah. Mine was reverse Brindle. That's very rare. It was like black and brown. Like, it was weird. It was just a weird color. People thought he was like black, but he was like brown. It was weird. But what up, Jamal? Rich Sing 41. Kenneth, what up, man? Archie. So he meant free agency. So yeah, I wanted the Bucs to shoot kind of hard in free agency, like Hakeem Hicks or whatnot. But it's just too tight against the cap. Not enough money to go hard in free agency, which explains why Sue and William Golson and JPP wasn't offered contracts prior to Wednesday today. Because if that was the case, they would have gave them contracts already set in place, which would have been official at 4:00 today. So by them not getting a contract, they're free to just do what they need. So basically, they open market. So whoever didn't get signed or had a contract in place to be official today, they're open market. So it's like over 15 players. So some of those guys are not coming back. The Bucs identified the priorities. Fournette wasn't a priority, unfortunately, right? Sue, William Golson, JPP, not priorities. The Bucs are trying to go younger. On the D line, they're trying to go younger. And Sue, and what do these guys have in common? Sue, JPP, William Golson, Nacho, Steve McClennan. What do they have in common? Let me ask that question. What do the Bucs D line have in common with those guys not being re-signed? What do they have in common? There you go. See, somebody got it right. Somebody got it right. He been paying attention to Buckles like for 4 years now, 5 years now. One person, you mean to tell me one person got it right? What do they have in common? The guys I just named, what do they have in common? The major thing they have in common. One got it. One guy got it right. Oh, what? A couple. What? Two. What up, Eugene? Le Devin, what up? Dez, what up, man? It's not hard to figure this out, folks. I'll help you out. I'm getting tired at 5:00. A small hint. That ain't gonna work moving forward. And now in the real world, over 30 is, that's not old. 32, 30, that's not old. But in the NFL, on the D line, that's old. Have y'all noticed the O linemen age better than the D linemen when it comes to the trenches? Over 30 D linemen they're not getting paid like that. They get contracts, but they're not getting big contracts. Now, unless you like a Chandler Jones or Chandler Jones, Calais Campbell, Fletcher Cox, at the elite level, still playing pretty deep. They're not even elite no more. They're playing decent. Von Miller, Randy Gregory is 30. He got a big contract. So the common thing with those guys, they're old. They're not quick enough, and it showed last season. I know and Jason Licht has identified the problem. That was a problem in 2021. Blitzing too much hurt the secondary. It made the secondary look better than they should be. Mopar Buck, I see your super chat. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Thank you for the dub. Folks, super chat is open. Just so y'all know that. Intellectual property. I'm not doing it for my health, right? I'm giving y'all some good content. But Mopar Buck says, have you heard rumors of the Honey Badger? Losing Whitehead, he's an upgrade. Not too many safeties better than that. Yeah, I heard the rumors. Ray P is lagging. I've been having some issues with that. I don't know. I might reboot my modem after this. But I don't know what's going on with my internet, man. It's been acting weird for like a couple days. Even yesterday, and I was sitting outside, right, my truck right, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna reboot it after this. But yeah, Honey Badger, yeah, to replace Jordan Whitehead. Got Mike Edwards. I think the Bucs are confident there would not be a huge drop off. Actually, the Bucs might have gotten better in the secondary as far as getting turnovers. Jordan Whitehead wasn't a turnover safety. He's not a turnover machine. He's not a guy that's going to intercept the ball. He'll cause a fumble, but he's not like the type of guy that's going to make plays when the ball in the air. The ball skills with Jordan Whitehead was always in question. Now, Mike Edwards' ball skills we already know his ball skills is A1. But to get Honey Badger, that kind of like it'll work when they go dime, which Mike Edwards can play the slot, the nickel, but Honey Badger will be a luxury. It'll be like a plus, like, oh yeah, we got Honey Badger too, like it's a luxury signing. Like you don't need him. I'm not saying like that. You can use him, but it's like you can put that money towards the D line. I mean, you can load up in the secondary, and if your D line still not getting to the quarterback, Honey Badger can be exposed. Remember, folks, this ain't the young Honey Badger. This is the much older Honey Badger, and he wasn't a burner as it is, which explains why he moved to safety, strong safety, free safety. He can play nickel, slot, whatever. He's very smart, cerebral. But in the combat, he ran a 4.51. But on film, he didn't look as fast, but he made up for it with his instincts. And to sign Honey Badger, it's kind of like Mike Edwards, Honey Badger, the same guy as far as like style, how they play. So you're kind of like doubling it up when that money can go toward, the D line. And like you're right, Jack 813. You're right, Azul. Can we afford him? I wouldn't. That wouldn't be the first thing out. Like I heard they might be spending some time together with Ty Bowles. Somebody said it in the comment section. But if they are spending time and they do sign him, it'll be to a modest deal. But you got to wait till everything play out too. So there's a lot. The Bucs still got some stuff to do with their contract situation too. Hopefully we can get Godwin extended. $19 million is a big hit. And then we'll get into the restructuring in a second, but Honey Badger is a luxury. You know what I'm saying? And is he an upgrade over Jordan Whitehead? Yes. But do you really need him at this point? And you got other needs. You know what I'm saying? There's the D lineman. You know what I'm saying? You might want to touch on that a couple times. If you're going to grab anybody in free agency, go to the D line. Give that money to the D lineman. If you want to go older D lineman, like 29, 30-year-old, that's still good, you can do that. but not right now. Let the market play out, and if he's still sitting there, why not? You know, what up, Tony? But so the next topic I want to talk about is Shaq Barrett, and I'm pretty sure you guys have been paying close attention to the Bucs. Shaq Barrett contract got restructured. Duh, obvious, right? That was obvious. The dude cap hit was huge. They saved $10 million by restructuring his contract, which was great for the Bucs, and they still got a couple moves to make, but that was the big one. Restructuring is always a good deal, especially for the immediate, time frame, like for right now. Restructuring only affects the next year and the following year because you push the money down the road when you restructure. All you're doing is you're pushing up like the signing bonus. You spreading that out. You spreading that cap hit out. You know what I'm saying? You changing the numbers. Restructuring is changing the numbers. Here goes some more upfront money and some more guarantee money or some bigger signing bonus, something like that. Or we're gonna push the signing bonus back a little bit. Now extending means you adding more years. So that's not, let's understand how that works. But $10 million is huge. Exactly. Because the Bucs at one point was $32 million over the cap before 4 o'clock. And they had to they still got to make some moves, but to be cap compliant, right? And $10 million, saving $10 million was quite a bit. That's a lot. So I'm happy that that happened. It was kind of one of those contracts when it was written at first, it was like, that's a lot of money, $20 million basically, right? Was he overpaid? He's but that's the market. And that's the crazy thing about, inflation market. When something is, a commodity in any market, clothes, shoes, food, jewelry, cars, anything like that, comics, collectibles. If it's a hot item, the market price is determined by demand. So the Bucs signed Shaq Barrett. It was a position of need. It was a demanding position. The Bucs needed something, and they got caught up into that 20 or the 19 and a half sack, 20 sack season, and he got paid off for that season. He literally got paid off that one season. Outside of that, no way. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't for that one crazy anomaly season, he would have never got that money. And the Bucs was looking at it from a standpoint of, he got this many sacks. Well, if he do drop off, it'll be 15, 16, 14. No. That was, the Bucs kind of got fooled a little bit. Fool's gold. It was an anomaly. Let's be real. Shaq Barrett is not a 19, 20 sack guy. Let's be real. He's more of a 10 to 12, right up in there consistently. And it's most of the time it's going to be against bad right tackles. I think I figured him out. A good solid player, but not a $20 million outside pass rusher. But the market determined that. Supply and demand. The Bucs had a choice. Do we go find somebody else or do we pay this guy? So, and the thing about it is football has so many nuances, and I'm going to get to that. I was going to get to that. You wish. I know you always do that. I got it. I was going to get to it just when you put that in the chat room. The thing about football, the football in every position has different values at the position. You got your sacks, you got your pressures, tackles for loss, batted balls. So all these things play into a factor on a player in that particular position. The win loss ratio or WAR, you know what I'm saying? Wins above replacement, like baseball stuff, but I'm just saying, you'll get what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of other factors that play into a player getting the contract. And we've seen this with multiple players. They get paid and then they drop off. This ain't nothing new, folks. This is nothing new. Players get paid and they drop off. They go back to the mean, the norm. And Shaq Barrett went back to the norm. That's why when you look at contracts, you always look at it from a 2-year perspective. How much the guaranteed money is, and look at 2 years, because that's how you look at contracts now. Because if you look at a contract in its totality, you really think that player's going to get all that money unless they, pay cuts or trades, it's like a 50-50 thing, right? If you catch that player at 25, 4-year deal, you tend to kind of almost get it all, but it's always some type of restructuring or extending happening. So, and they moving money around. So it's weird. So Shaq Barrett contract was huge. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's other factors on why he got that contract too. So now, as I explained that, more power Buck with another $20 super chat. Blessings. Dub on your boy Buckles Locker. The Buck, says, LOL. Laughing out loud for those of you that don't know what it means. We need that Saints cap loophole. They just stay in the red, yet they pay everybody. Look, I've sat there and watched the New Orleans contract situation, salary cap situation for going on 6 years. Directly looking at it, right? Hardly. Loomis's right-hand man, Mike Greenberg, John Spike, all those guys, Jason Licht, people, lieutenants. I'm going to say people, lieutenants, lieutenant commanders, lieutenants, military talk, right up. But New Orleans and more teams are doing this now. If you haven't noticed this free agency, a lot of teams are doing this now. New Orleans kind of set the tone to how to move money around. And you got to have a really smart guy. And it's also how the contracts are written too. For you to have the ability to move like that, to shift money, more money up front, and then shift that money into multiple years, spread out 6, 7 years, or 3, 4 years. Then the void years came up. The Saints are notorious for void years. They're notorious for kicking the can down the road because they're betting on the cap will get bigger and bigger and the money won't be so bad. And also, it also depends on the player too. You don't do that to everybody. Teams been burnt by that too. That's why you got to be careful when you kick the can down the road. This is what made New England so successful, because they knew exactly when to get out of a contract. They knew exactly when to be like, deuces. You rarely see New England over the salary cap. The Saints stay in the salary cap red, but somehow, some way, every year they push money down the road. Haitian boy 407, what's up? So they manipulate the cap. They found the loophole. Contracts have loopholes, right? Let's make that clear. Contracts have loopholes. Salary cap has loopholes. Unless they tighten that up and really get strict on the salary cap, which will be ridiculous now because the way the contracts are written now, like I said, I'm going to keep stressing this, folks. I don't look at contracts the same no more. I look at contracts, when I see guaranteed money, I look at 2 years. I literally look at the 2 years and I divide it. The totality. I don't go into details like, the signing bonus, the roster bonus, the incentives and all that. I'm just looking at the straight up guarantee money divided into 2 years. What's up, John? Perry. Perry Mathis with the $2 dub. But yeah, Mopar Buck. Yeah, they got a loophole. They know how to work it real good. Perry Mathis says, what should we do at running back? That's a great question. Fournette want to get paid, obviously. Because if it would have been a reasonable contract, I think the Bucs would have signed him, quote unquote, before Wednesday, right? They would have gave him a contract before, they would have gave him a contract already. But I think they're very clear. They can bring Fournette back, but go ahead and test the market. Because if the market says Fournette, $6-7 million, possibly can get him back. But Fournette want to get, look, folks, this is his last contract. So the man want to see if he can get the money. Now, if he can't get the money, would he come back at $4 million? Would he come back at 5.5, 6, somewhere up in there? Sure. If the market tells him that. Now, mind you, he's on the other side of 25. He's like 27 now. So got about a good 2 or 3 years left in him. So he's looking at a 2-year deal, 3-year deal, so up in there. He's looking to probably get between $6 to $8 million. He's not getting $9 million a year. He's not getting that to be a running back by committee now. He's not getting $9 million. He'll be lucky if he get 8. Now, what should the Bucs do at running back? The Bucs are not really in a bad place, if that makes sense, right? They're not in a bad place like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? It's gonna panic mode. No, this is not an Ali Marpet situation or a Tom Brady situation, with him retiring and unretiring, Ali Marpet retiring. What are we gonna do at guard? People are not gonna really trip about the running back position. Now, mind you, the Bucs running back situation for years has been, to me, prior to Fournette getting here. Y'all know I like to talk about this. The Bucs running back PTSD. To sum the running back position up for the Bucs before Fournette got here. PTSD. Shall I run down the list of names? Outside of LeGarrette Blount and Cadillac Williams and Eric Rett and Mike Allstott and Work Done, ain't much to talk about. I mean, come on. Jaquez Rogers? Peyton Barber? Like, really? That's what we doing? Bobby Rainey? Like, that's what we doing? Like, that's who the Bucs was getting carries to. Charles Sims? Mr. Hurt? Michael Pittman? Like, come on, folks. The Bucs running game was horrible. But that wasn't a narrative. That was not the problem to a lot of people, right? The running game fine. Literally, people will literally convince themselves that the Bucs running game was fine. It's not the running game the problem. Like, that's not a problem. The Bucs running game is fine. What? Go look at the numbers. 29th, 27th, 30th, 26th in yards per carry, 25th in yards per game. Don't break tackles. No long runs. But no, the running game fine. Oh no, it's not the running game. So it's that guy. Oh no. Peyton Barber, he good. Even Bruce Arians said Peyton Barber was good. The Washington team said no. You kidding me? But that wasn't the narrative. Wale. He was a third down back. So when Fournette got here, major upgrade. Ronald Jones and Fournette was so much better than Ronald Jones and Peyton Barber. Let's be real. Ronald Jones, Peyton Barber, and Wale. Are you serious? Is that a starting? No. But that was not the problem. That got overlooked. That was one of multiple problems, but that was not considered an issue. Because that was not the narrative. National or local media. He said Uchiwale. Uchiwale. He was so horrible on third downs. Peyton Barber, 2 yards in a cloud of dust. Bobby Rainey? Seriously, dude? What was the other guy in 2000? Then we had Doug Martin before the PEDs. Then he's out the league now, So what the Bucs should do at running back, to answer your question legit, the Bucs don't have to panic. The draft is pretty decent. The draft is not like crazy, like, oh my gosh, But it's some guys that the Bucs can get second, third round. Why not? I suggest the Bucs go younger. The option to draft a running back in the second or third round is there. The option. I still say trenches, running back third round, or cornerback, something like that. But if they was to draft a running back, I gave you my list of guys that I like. Brees Hall, Kenneth Walker, James Cook. Not too big on Spiller, man. I like James Cook better. Charlie Gardner. Oh gosh, John Gruden's guy. But yeah, the Bucs should have drafted Dalvin Cook. I still stand on that. We wouldn't have this issue. We got Dalvin Cook. Number 80. Oh my gosh. I'm glad he's not coming back. That was a wasted pick. That's why, I know people make a big deal about first rounders, like it's a hit or miss, and the first rounders are not really all that, you know what I'm saying? Yada yada yada. But when you hit on a first rounder, it's it makes your team a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hit on your first round pick, that makes things a lot easier. Vita Vea, Tristan Wirfs, Mike Evans. But when you miss on your first round picks, man, it hurts, man. It hurts like a son of a. It even bled. Now, why is that, John? Does anybody know where that quote came from? Does anybody know what movie that came from? You know what? It hurt. It hurt like a son of a. It even bled, John. Now, why is that? Because you're turning. Does anybody know what movie that is? It's a movie reference. I'm about to transition over to the open up the locker room a little bit, but that's a movie reference to drop that knowledge real quick. Does anybody know what movie that came from? see if somebody some movie heads out there. Mopar Buck, thank you for the $10 super chat. The draft is good, but you just proved the point to TB doesn't know what a good running back doesn't know what a good running back is. Remember, Vaughn was our guy, and he was our guy too, and he's young. Trash. Tampa struggles in some positions. In picking players at positions. They do. There's a history behind it. There's no way around it. We have a history of making some bad decisions at certain positions. It's gotten better, years, but I'm just saying, like, there's a history that shows, like, man, we missed on this guy. The running back has been horrible. Keyshawn Vaughn. He ain't it, dude. No, the movie is Child's Play. By the way, the movie is Child's Play. It was the part when Chucky, Charles Lee Ray, when Chucky broke into the apartment and Duke went to the kitchen and he turned around and Chucky was like, "Hi, what do you think? The gree works?" And then he was like, and he asked him, "What's wrong with me? Why am I turning?" And he was like, "You're turning human." He's like, "I got shot. You know what? It hurt. It hurt like a son of a. It's even bled." Now, why is that, John? Because you're turning human. You mean to tell me I got to spend the rest of my life in this body? Nope. You got me in this. You get me out. I can't do that, Chucky. Why not? Because you're an abomination against nature, and you have to be stopped. And he had the doll in his hand. Step. Come on, guys. Y'all should know the movie. Child's Play, 1984. But yeah, Keyshawn Vaughn ain't it. Not it, man. They'll draft a running back. Oh, if James Cook there, get him. Thank you for the super chat, though. Third Matic, thank you for the $10 super chat. We hitting today. That we about to open the chat. We about to open the locker room up. And don't forget Friday. It's gonna be wide open on Friday, so don't miss that one. Yeah, I'm showing my age. I know that. I don't look my age, but I'm showing my age. Thank you for the $10 super chat. The locker room is going to be open for the next 30 minutes. What y'all got? Who wants to jump in the locker room first? Let's get some new faces in here, man. I want to see some new Powers and Sea Bandits, man. I know I got my regulars. I know what they're gonna talk about. I got an idea. I haven't seen the Chucky series yet. I gotta check it out. My brother told me to check it out. I want to see some new faces in the locker room. The link is in the chat room. I want to see some new faces today, folks. Today, Newton. Today. The link is in the chat room. I want to see some new faces today, folks. Okay. Today, Newton. Today. Okay, so you're gonna have to turn down.
All right, hold on. You was on my TV.
Oh, I'm on the TV. Oh, I made it to the TV, folks. I made it to the TV. I'm on TV.
You was on my I got you playing through my Xbox.
Oh, I'm on the Xbox. Ah!
What's up, man? How you been, man?
I'm chilling, Eli, man. Did you got a book with you? I mean, like, cause we like to walk by faith,
Yeah, no. I'm cool, but finna say this draft is it's kind of weird for me, But I think that we should go D-line with our first pick. I don't really know a lot of the D linemen. I haven't really followed it up on it. To me, I've never been a guy that follows up on linemen in general. I've always been a skill guy because I feel like skills makes the plays. But as I've gotten older, it's like, I got to learn how to evaluate the trenches too. But for me, I say if we can get a solid D lineman, we'll be all right. Round 2, probably another D lineman or a running back. I won't. If Cook is gone or Breece Hall, I want Damian Pierce.
Oh, that's nice.
Tough, rugged runner.
Underutilized in Florida.
Yeah, he was way underutilized. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Gator fan, but my thing is like,
oh no, I'm a Gator fan. Let's do it. We here.
I've seen this man like run in person. I went to the Florida State game, and I saw his run when his helmet came off, and he was still running. And so I'm like, why we can't get that? Like, if he doesn't get the Tampa, it's like that's sad. If he's available, please take him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a tough, rugged runner. He has decent speed. I think he's faster than Ronald Jones.
No, actually, he ran. I want to see his pro day, but his combine was like a 4.6, I believe.
Oh well, he's faster on tape. He's faster,
but on tape, he's faster.
He's faster. Like, I don't know why, with pads on, it feels like he was running faster.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I wanted him. I think the situation with Vaughn, though, I think we wanted Taylor, but the Colts grabbed him before we did. That's what I think about Devon. I think the Colts. I think they had like 2 picks before we did. And they was like, "Oh, Taylor's slipping. We don't need to trade up. We're good." And then the Colts grabbed him. They was like, "Shit." So it was like, let me just take the next guy. I didn't really. I wouldn't say I didn't like Vaughn, but it's like coming out of Vanderbilt, bro. You could have been a doctor, my boy. You feel me? Because I like I said, being a Gator fan, I watch you play. We had terrible run defense, and we were stopping you. So I know if you can't run on us, you probably can't run on nobody. I'm just letting you know that now. Right. But with that situation, let's go to receivers. I like your boy from Arkansas. Forgot his name, but he's nice too. I don't know if they're gonna get a receiver now though with the Brashad Perriman signing and the Russell Gage, because I think Perriman probably gonna end up being that 4th or 5th guy, depending on if Tyler Johnson get his hands right. You know what I'm saying? If he learned how to catch everything, he can't even catch a cold right now.
Right.
But for some reason, that is what it is. And probably say, our 5th round is gone. I just realized that. So I feel like it should go D-line, either another D-line or running back, then go get a corner. It's probably not going to be that many decent corners left in the 3rd, because I don't see us getting my boy Kyer. I don't see us getting your boy from Cincinnati.
No, I ain't getting him. The other one, though, Kobe Bryant. You could get Kobe Bryant, though.
In the 3rd, though?
You might get slipped down that far.
I don't. There's too many teams that need, like, corners for depth. I don't see it happening.
It's a deep draft, though.
Yeah, the boy from Washington is nice. I really like him.
Oh, McDuffie?
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Gordon is nice, too, the other guy. The other. So,
and then it's this other guy. I think he went to UTSA. He was a speed.
Oh, the long guy, the tall 6'4" guy. Yeah,
speed demon. That I'm like, we don't really need no more tall corners because apparently when we get tall corners, they slow and get burnt. Mel Dean run a 4-3 and everybody run behind him. And I'm like, how you do that?
Yeah, I don't know. We don't
But
do that.
that's my. I didn't want to be on here that long because I gotta get ready to get out of here. I'm moving back to Tampa soon, so.
Oh, okay, that's what. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I didn't want to be on here that long. I just want to give my opinion on who we should draft and what we should get. Like I said, I pray that if Damian is there, we take him. If we do get a receiver, get your boy out of Arkansas. If we get a corner, try to get McDuffie if he's there, or Kobe Bryant. And then I feel like we'll be good because then I feel like Kobe can replace Dean, who's I think he's up next year, right? Mm-hmm. So I want us personally, from what I've watched, I want us to keep Murphy Bunting.
Okay.
I like Murphy Bunting more than I like Dean. That's just me, from what I see, And I think that Kobe could replace Dean if he act right. If he's not another MJ Stewart, if he's not another Robert McClain.
Oh, Jesus.
Another this hurts to my heart. Brandon Hargrave.
PTSD, man. We ain't gonna stop right there. No, come on.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like he can be our guy, and then the Damian thing will probably solve the running back situation, a 1-2 punch, And then other than that, I feel like you just picking on. I think the first 3 rounds is where our draft really is. 4 through 7, it's like,
Oh, okay, that's some.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll definitely see. There's gonna be some interesting things going on in the draft. I can't wait.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm gonna get out of here, man.
I appreciate you coming through, Eli, man.
Yep.
All right, next up we got Dada. What? There we go. There we go. You're driving? You gonna pick up some Cuban sandwiches or something? Are you in Tampa?
Nah, I stay in Georgia, man. I'm from Lauderdale.
Oh, okay. You're gonna pick up some lemon pepper wings or something? What's going on?
Nah, man. About to go home with these kids.
Oh,
been a minute.
Yeah.
Been a minute.
Yeah.
I ain't got no URL references, no caffeine references. None of that. But man, I'm kind of like. So hey, check this out. So I got to the house. I was working the other night. My wife comes through the door. She all excited. And she a Dolphins fan. She's like, I'm trying to, give you that energy because I know you're gonna be happy Brady came back. I'm like, I kind of wanted D-Watt. Like, because in my mind, I'm thinking like, 10 years. With 10 years, we'll be straight with D-Watt. Like, the boy could play. And then Brady might play a year, maybe 2 if you're lucky, but then you be back not competing again. So I was kind of feeling the way. I kind of wanted D-Watt. And I live up here in Georgia, and I work in Gainesville, where he's from. Mm-hmm. And then my boy is like his mentor or whatever, like from a boy when he was at the YMCA and stuff. And I hit him up. I like, I want D-Watt. He was like, he's coming. So, they talk. So anytime he say something, they're like, he's a close friend to Deshaun Watson.
Conversation.
Yeah, so he's like, that's where he coming. Because I'm like the only Tampa fan in Georgia. So he hit me up. He's like, he coming. I'm like, cool. I need some tickets. Because anytime away games, he's there. Anytime Deshaun play, even during COVID, he's there at away games. Him and D-Watt are like this.
Interesting.
And I hit him back. I'm like, dang. He was like, Brady coming back fucked up everything. So he was like, maybe Seattle. Now it's like whatever. Like.
So let me ask you this question. So what's up now? Wait. What's the heads up now?
He basically, from what he's saying, like, he gonna take his time because now he has more suitors than what he thought he had. There's a lot of people who ain't in position to trade for him that's making offers. So he's like, well, damn, it's harder than what it looks. Because I thought, like, maybe I had 4 teams I'm interested in that I'll, open up my trade clause for. Now it's a bunch. So it ain't nothing he could do overnight. Yeah, it's like.
So more teams want to get in?
Yeah, even Cleveland trying to make offers for the man.
No, but see what it is the teams that got approved was the Saints, the Panthers, the Browns, and the Falcons. Their packages, their compensation packages was approved by Nick Caserio, the GM. He approved those already.
Right. But if D-Watt don't want to go, that's the thing. When you have a no trade clause, it don't matter. Like, in the end, I'm coming to the end. We needed some trade packages. If I want to go there, even though you might have got 6 first-round picks for the next 3 years, if Deshaun Watson don't want to go there, as an organization, the Texans can't do nothing because of no trade clause. You control your destiny with a no trade clause. So it's whatever. It's
So
like,
he was gonna come to the Bucs.
He was gonna come to the Bucs. The man that I work with, he was like, yo, when Deshaun was here, he's from Gainesville, Georgia. He was like, yo, I mentored him at the YMCA and this and that, blah, blah, blah. When he was in Pee Wee, he played tight end and this and that. And like, he's that dude up there in Gainesville. That's where Ward Dunn built his mama house.
Right.
And he's like really tight. And he was like, bro. And even the civil case and stuff, he was like, they trying to tarnish that man's name. Like,
y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? Oh my goodness.
If you notice, one of the girls that tried to pull the okie doke and said that he did whatever he did is like friends or some type of relationship with the attorney for the team or something like that. Because if you notice, the man said, I don't want to be in this organization. They do stuff wrong. The stuff happening with Black Lives Matter, stuff like that, going on in the world. He's like, no, I'm a black man. I'm a quarterback in the NFL. I don't like how y'all running stuff. And the fact that y'all didn't come to me, like Eric Bieniemy, like he want to be enemy. He's like, yo, this dude got stuff on his resume. Y'all won't even take a look at him. And he was upset. So he's like, yo, I would not be associated with this type of organization.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, people saying like, oh, he misbehaved some type of way, sexual misconduct, all that stuff. Like, oh, we gonna try to screw another black dude. We gonna try to screw you over. Because like, why none of this came out before he wanted a trade? That don't seem suspect to you?
Yeah, that's suspect.
Everything was saying like, yo, everything went downhill when it's like he requested a trade.
Oh, we could have had Deshaun Watson. Oh God.
He was like, he's like, he coming. He coming.
Dang, y'all hear this?
Like, bruh.
Y'all hear this?
And then Brady came back. I'm kind of thinking Brady still want to go to San Fran though. I kind of think that. I'm kind of hoping that. Cause like we'll have one good year, but let's talk about the team though. I was gonna point out like we still need a running back. I was like, yo, what if we offer a third? Would you consider taking a third round for Saquon, even though he injury prone? He in his 5th-year option. You ain't got to worry about a big cap hit.
If you don't value your 3rd round pick, if you're looking at it from a 1-year perspective, like, oh, we'll give up a 3rd in 2022 for Saquon. I mean, and we'll give him a shot for a year. I mean, you're trying to win now. I mean, I will understand the movement of the 3rd round pick for Saquon. But if I was the Bucs, I would literally swap my 2nd and give up a 3rd to move up in the 2nd round to get Breece Hall, a younger, less injury prone, or Kenneth Walker. If they were going to get a running back, you always go younger. You always go younger.
You know who I like? I don't know if he's coming out this year, but Dalvin Cook's little brother.
Yeah, he is. Yes, James Cook. He's coming out.
No, these boys, the Miami boys run different.
Oh yeah, they run different.
They kind of boys run different.
He split carries with Zaire White, so he don't have no.
But you can clearly tell. You can clearly tell that this dude is a way better running back.
Right.
You can clearly tell that Cook was a way better running back. That's off his production.
And he can catch too.
He can catch. Even his high school film. It's like he's that dude. Like you see Dalvin Cook, and I'm like, yo, this dude a little faster, run the same type of way, small, compact, break tackles. I don't know, man. It's all about the defense to me.
Yeah,
and I like that boy from Notre Dame, Hamilton. He like 6'4".
Yeah, he going like top 10,
safety
man.
Out of Notre Dame.
He going top 10, man. We ain't got no shot at him.
I've been watching him. He kind of.
But I mean, like, so
it's a lot of holes, man.
So what you think? The D-line 1st round? I mean, like, D-line 1st round?
D-line, I don't know, man. A playmaker, right? I'm not at 1st round. I'm not gonna reach and trade up unless it's something that's sure. That's a sure pick. I think we do need a D-line, but it's like a lot of guys like them boys from Georgia, and I'm watching the cat from Georgia just because he, showed up at the combine. It's like you need a D tackle who got some type of pass rush ability. Otherwise, he'll be another Vita Vea.
I was gonna say Walker or White is better fit for me.
I'm cool with that. You still need a tackle that can. We need to be able to rush 4.
Yeah,
When we won the Super Bowl, like Devin and them boys, Devin and Vontae, they was in coverage, and we was getting home with 4.
And then also what did help too is the Chiefs had 3 O-linemen.
They had injuries. Yeah, they had injuries.
That did help. You know what I'm saying? But I would say this though, the D line was exposed last season, this past season, quite a bit. It made our secondary look bad as what it should be.
I agree. Joe Tyrone, I don't know, like the sub package. I don't know if he's gonna be a full-time outside linebacker, because when he's on the field, you notice he lines up different. He's way more wide than what JPP would line up as. They moved him around a little bit. I don't know if it's
because he got speed.
Yeah, Shaq need to show up. He definitely need to show up. But I don't know. As long as we compete, I'm cool with the Bucs in the playoffs. 2 Super Bowls. Nobody would ever thought that the Bucs organization would be a team that got 2 Super Bowls and so on and so forth.
Right.
I wanted the Bengals to win, so I could be like, yo, the Bengals got a Super Bowl for the Falcons. We good. I just want to compete. That's all I got. Appreciate your content, man. Keep doing what you do, Chief.
Appreciate the information, man. We could have had Deshaun Watson, man. Thank you for giving us the update on that, man.
It was a done deal. He was like, yo, he want to come here. That's where he wants to come. With all the weapons, Bruce Arians like him. You know, the organization itself, you know, they cool with his name and what he represents. He was like, I don't believe that Carolina hype just because he played in Clemson. North Carolina and South Carolina is like really far apart.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, man, keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for tuning in, man. Well, folks, the locker room is still open, as you can see. That was some interesting news there, folks. He knows the guy that's tight with Deshaun Watson, and Deshaun Watson wants to come to Tampa. Now, I mean, Watson for 7 to 10 years, or Tom Brady for 1 more year. Either way, you're good, right? But that was crazy. That is the craziest information I've heard in a long time on this channel. Or period. Deshaun Watson wanted to be a Buck. Inside information. You heard it here first on Buckles Locker. Now, I did see somebody, because UCLA called her. If you want to come back in, I seen you. So if you want to come back into the locker room, you just got off work. I see you, Lee. I want to hold on you for a second. I seen UCLA Carter for a second, and then he popped out and popped in. So come on back into the locker room. UCLA Carter. The locker room is still open. Got about 15 minutes. I mean, and we'll close it out with Lee. You know what I'm saying? So me and you, Lee, we're going to close it out. Got it? So I'm going to wait on UCLA Carter before I bring on Lee. And anybody else that want to come in. So we still got some time left in the locker room. So I got the link in the chat room. So come back, UCLA Carter. I seen you. If not, I'll move on to Lee, and then whoever else comes in, and me and Lee will kind of just bounce off each other, and whoever else. Oh boy, here we go. So Lee, sit tight, Lee. We're gonna close it out. Aubrey.
Hey man, hold on. Hey
man.
Man, Tom Brady better win the damn ring. Excuse me, man. Excuse me. He better win a ring, man. That information just now just confirmed my feelings. Deshaun Watson wanted to come to us, and Tom Brady got the wild hair up his behind. Nah, he won't play. Man.
Oh man, the locker room is filled up. So we rolling now. So let's get to it. Let's get to the point. Let's get to it.
I'll say this, man. I had to start earlier. Are the Glazers and the Crabs, this is kind of off subject a little bit. Are the Glazers and the Crabs, do they have business outside of football?
Yes. Okay. They got the Manchester United.
That's the, because I've been running through, I'm like, LeGarrette Blount, one of the Bennett boys went after he left us, right? The tight end or the defensive end. I'm like, Mankins. I'm like, okay, all right. Now, 5th round for this guard, I'm like, okay, that don't make no sense.
Mhm.
That's almost like a steal. So I'm like, okay, all right. So, but that's all I got, man. I got to deal with this Tom Brady mess for another year or two. And,
Now I want you to come back in Friday when the locker room is wide open. It's gonna be about I'm gonna try to get 10 to 20 people in, and I want you to come back for Friday's locker room session. I want you to come back for that one. You.
I got you. I got you, bro.
All right. Appreciate it, Aubrey.
All right.
What up? What up?
What's up, man?
Man,
What
I'm
you
at
got?
work, so I ain't got that much time, dude.
That's why I wanted you to come back. I seen you in the chat. Like,
I just wanted to finally meet you, man, and tell you that I'm a big Bucs fan, and
oh, okay, yeah,
whatever
appreciate
we
it.
do, I'm with it.
Okay, appreciate it. I thank you for coming into the locker room for the first time, man. I'm glad to finally meet you. That's good.
But I'm gonna get back on Friday when we go live.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be 10 plus people. So don't come back Friday. This gonna be a big one of the biggest locker room openings in a long time. So I'm gonna bring on Lee. So Lee, I want you to sit tight for a second. I'm gonna bring you on, and then me and you gonna close it out. I got you Wish, and I got Annie Weezy, and I got John McGee about to come in. So each one of those guys gonna come in and they'll drop off, and then me and you will finish it on out. So we just gonna me and you gonna sit on here, but we're gonna bring these guys on. And UCLA Carter dropped out. I don't know what happened, but hopefully he come back in. What up, you Wish?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What's going on, man? What you got?
I just wanted to clarify a couple of things with our roster. Another perspective to look at is what is from our positions, what's expendable and what's dependable. When you look at different positions, like what's worth more, right? So we all know DL, defensive lineman, offensive lineman is probably worth more than other positions, right? And so we will be heavily invested in those positions more than a quarterback per se or a defensive back. Same thing with the quarterback, right? More than a receiver, for example. And so I'm thinking we're focusing on a lot of these other players rather than the highlight of like a Honey Badger or picking up Marcus Williams or something like that. Maybe that's why we won't give up on other or like Carlton Davis, because we already know we can solidify with Jamel Dean or Sean Bunting because they're expendable. I mean, I don't really think they're that important, but they are important in a sense. Does that make sense? So that's how I see it, and as to why we won't like heavily invest on that other than Carlton, because we could have picked up Marcus Williams, we could have picked up all these other cornerbacks, but we didn't.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like I said, the Bucs. I think they just wanted to make sure they get the two guys that they really like. Far as that was on the team last year, obviously it was Jensen and Carlton Davis. That was the two more prioritized guys than who else is left that's sitting out there. So I get the moves, key moves too. The center, our best corner, So I get those two moves. I understood those, and now let everything else play itself out. Like we don't have to rush to get anybody. Like the longer you sit on the market, the better it is for the Bucs. So with the Honey Badger and Hakeem, all those guys, the longer they sit out there, the cheaper they become. So
true. That's probably why we're not heavy on running backs, because they're expendable.
All right. No trip, but look, nobody should trip about the running back situation. It'll play itself out perfectly.
Yep.
That's
True.
how I see it.
Well, that's really what I wanted to say, and that's probably why our expectations are not met. Generally, I feel like our expectations are met from this free agency. I don't think we have to go too heavy, but we did solidify some good positions, so I'm happy about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. We good. I think we good moving forward. I mean, the draft is going to be, like I said, huge. Still huge. The draft is still huge. So we're gonna see.
I got to say, this is actually the first time I've seen you praise Jason Licht.
Yeah, because I'm tough on him. I am tough on him. This offseason has been great. Like he's look, man, come on, man. Like you got to give it up. No, look.
You said A+. I was like,
yeah,
what?
I'm a very tough. I'm very tough. And look, he's done a great job. I mean, you got to give it to him. I'm a hard guy. I'm a hard guy to please. So
that's true. But that's all I wanted to say. I'll let you guys close it out. But thank you, and you guys have a good day.
Friday,
I'll be in.
All right.
All right,
Appreciate
boys.
it, you Wish.
Yep.
I see you, John McGee. So we're gonna bring you on, and we got Amy Weezy. So Lee, real quick, we're gonna talk real quick, and we're gonna bring John on too. What? Give me a quick thoughts on with the Shaq Barrett restructure, as I bring John in.
I think it was good to open up
Hey,
more
everybody,
people,
how y'all doing?
more folks to come. Hey man, how you doing? I
How
think
you
it was
doing, bro?
good. Hopefully they make. We need to address the D line. That I mean, bar
Yeah.
none. It's a couple of people. The guy from Washington, Mike Ioannidis or someone's name. He may cost a lot, but I don't. I mean, he could definitely replace Steve. Or we need someone on the D line. Are you gonna bring Golston back on a I guess a cheap contract or something? I don't know, but D line needs to be addressed. Offense is done. It's done unless we get offensive linemen for backups or whatever. But offense is pretty much done. Other than running back, I guess they're gonna just get a couple of stragglers and not worry about a premium running back. But in my opinion, defense is the most important thing for the upcoming year. Defense.
All right. Well, John, welcome to the locker room, man. I know you heard the conversations. We're doing good, man. I know you've heard the conversations throughout this last 30 minutes about what's going on. So what are your thoughts on what's going on with the Bucs, with the contract situation, the players they signed? And give us some thoughts on it for about, a couple minutes, and what you think, man.
Well, I think personally, I love everything that's going on with Tampa, man. My Bucs, I'm so glad to be a Buccaneer fan and all. And my thing is right now, what I really want the Bucs to do is get more on a defense, like get like defensive lineman, like he said, and kind of get some good players, like real good players from college. I like Thibodeau from Oregon. I don't know if he's coming to Tampa or not. I've been watching him.
We ain't getting him.
Dang.
Too high. Unless we trade up. Now, like I said, we can now. If the Bucs really wanted to get gangster with it, I'm pretty sure, if they could say, look, we'll give up our second this year, and our first, we'll swap first, give up our second next year, and maybe a fourth to move up. But that's a steep price to go up and get that guy, But you got to pay to play. You got to pay to play.
You're right. So, they also got some guys from Georgia too. There's a bunch of guys from Georgia. I mean,
they all. I think to get one of those guys, and I ain't gonna cut you off, but to get one of those guys, I think you have to get in the top 17 to get one of them.
Oh, and we like with 27, right? Around like 27. Oh, man, that's
Combine showed out, man.
It's Combine. I didn't see all the Combine. That's what I hate about it. I didn't see all of it. But I saw most of the defense, though. Like the secondaries, they didn't really went fast, like you said. And I agree with you been saying the whole time, Buckles, man. You've done a great job. I'm learning everything from you, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Oh, bless, man. Bless. Look, I try. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but my powers in my C-band is y'all help me out. I miss on things. Sometimes I get the year wrong. Sometimes I miss on stats. I have brain farts.
Right.
So y'all help me out a lot too. So I've gained a lot of knowledge talking to you guys too. Yeah. So it's not just me looking at stuff and reading things. You guys play an intricate part as well of me learning and everybody else learning. So it's a family here. You know what I'm saying? That's what's called the locker room. We all family.
I love it too. Man. I really do. I've been on Buckles Locker now since 2018. About 18. I've been for a while, man.
Yeah, we started in 2016, I believe. So yeah, it's been around for a minute. 2017, 2016, something like that. I'm having a brain fart right there. But yeah, we still going, man. We still trucking, man. We still trucking.
I'm like, I love it too, man. I really do. I'm glad to be on here too, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's good to see. It's good to see new faces, coming into the locker room, and I want to see more new faces because it's good. And everything that kind of comes together because I got my regulars, then the new guys come in and you give us information, and sometimes we overlook things that you guys thinking about in the chat room, but I know this could be intimidating. The platform like this can be intimidating, coming on and talking. It's not easy, folks. Trust me, it is not easy. But
Yeah,
kudos to you
I,
and everybody else that has the confidence to come on here. And if you don't have the confidence, trust me, as you can see, don't be intimidated. It's cool.
I'm staticking.
I
Y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Lee, can you hear me too, bro?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear
Lee,
you. Got
can you
you.
hear me?
Yes, sir. I got
All
you.
right.
We're good.
Also, I don't know if I don't want to take too long, but I can tell you a story. It's a quick story.
Mhm.
It's about believe it or not, I actually seen like a Devin White documentary a while back, and he actually believe it or not, it was a guy named JJ, and my nickname is JJ. He passed
Mm.
though, and he picked fifth, and my birthday is October 5th. I thought that
Okay.
was cool.
Oh,
And back to huh?
that's okay. That's good.
Yeah, that's a little story.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, but also, thank you. Also, I have a question. Do you think we should pick a safety in the any rounds, like the third or some round like that, fourth?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with
late,
that.
late rounds because we got depth at safety. It's one thing our front office is good at is picking safeties.
Yeah,
Think
yeah,
about it. We got three of them, right? We had Whitehead, Edwards, and we got Winfield, right? So Winfield was
right.
a no-brainer. He was a first round talent, but he dropped. But the other two, they found Jordan Whitehead in the fifth, I think. I forget what draft, but they found
It
him in
was
the
in the
fifth,
field. It was field.
and I believe he was in the fourth or something like that. I forget, but they turned out to be pretty good, solid players. So I have confidence in them drafting the safety in the late rounds.
Yeah. Also, I'm not good on linebackers. I mean, not linebacker. Offensive line. Who thinks should be like? What y'all perspective on like on a good like offensive line? Like, who think we should get in the first round for the offensive lineman goes or second round?
Go ahead, Lee. You got that?
I forgot the guy name from Boston College, Zion Johnson, I think. They're probably going to draft him, but Stinney is there and have him and Stinney compete. It's probably what's going to
Yeah.
happen. If not, they're probably going to draft all defense. That's what it looked like because it seemed like they got the offensive line settled because they
Right.
got
I
Jim
agree.
Stinney, which you didn't see any drop off with him and Kappa between him and Kappa, but we'll see. And then they got Shaq Mason, which is a upgrade for a fifth. It was a steal. So the offensive line, the
Still.
starting offensive is legit in my opinion. But I mean, the way it look like they might be going defense. I
Yeah.
hope they go. We need to get younger on the D line. We also need backups for the linemen, so that
Right.
you're taking the trenches all day long. You probably hear Isaiah say it, trenches all day long. So that's
Yeah.
how you lose the ball.
And I agree with I agree with you when you say trenches because you think about it. Tampa needs to start building their trenches more because year in year out, the trenches like defensive line, offensive linemen, they haven't like been solid to me for some reason. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
I agree with
mean,
you.
look,
Yeah, I agree with you.
there's so many directions when it comes to the trenches that I've spoke on for year in and year out, and that, like I said, these conversations will continue on in the locker room until I'm satisfied. And as of right now, I'm good with the O line, but it's just the D line I got an issue with, and I've had an issue with the D line for years.
I
But
agree.
that wasn't the focal point because no, the D line's fine. No, it never was. You know
It
what I'm
never
saying?
was.
Like, what are y'all looking at? Like, you know what I'm saying? But it just comes with the territory. And as you can see, there is some holes on the D line, and it will be addressed because Jason Licht has done a great job this offseason. So he will address the D line when the time is right. Don't have to overextend. As I'm about to announce something in a second when we move on to the next person, as we close this out. But is there anything else that you want to say before I move on to the next person?
Oh, I just want to say I'm continuing to follow you, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. And by the way, I'm from Mississippi. By the way,
Oh,
surrounded by I'm surrounded by Saints fans, bro, all day long. My dad's Saints fan, my brother, aunties, Cowboy fans. I'm surrounded by them every day. And they ask me, how long you been a Bucs fan? I said, I've been a Buccaneers fan since 2007. I'm sticking with it.
Okay, appreciate it for the sip. Hold it down over there, man. I'll be going to Mobile every now and then. So
Oh, okay, bro.
Yeah.
I stay in
So,
Liberty though. I stay in
oh yeah,
Liberty too, by the way.
you over there. Yeah, you on the other side.
Yeah.
Well, I got you, man. Appreciate you coming in, man. Come back Friday.
If I don't forget, man, I will, bro. I will, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Y'all take care.
You too. Andy Weezy, man.
Yo, what's going on, Isaiah? It's been a little minute. How you been?
Look, man. I'm always around. I've been around. I'm stay around.
Listen, I don't always comment, but I'm always in there. When you pop up, I'm on here. I've been here with you and Travis the whole time. You already know.
At the very beginning, I know.
At the very beginning, me and Travis still stay 20 minutes down the road, and I can't never seem to link up with him. Like 20 minutes from my house, like literally like a round the block kind of. But anyway, he kind of asked my question with us signing the boy, with the trade we just made to get the lineman from the Patriots.
Shaq Mason.
I was thinking about we going to get the Johnson guy too from Boston College. But now I'm thinking obviously that all of it pushes us to go to D-line. And realistically, I know you say the D-line is thick because I ain't get to watch the combine that much with work and everything, but how many D-linemen you think are actually first-round talents?
Oh, shoot.
All of the Georgia D-linemen. I know you got two. You got the D tackle, you got the D end, and you got the linebacker Dean. Like those are the three top defenders from Georgia. I know it's three.
You got Walker, you got Walker Davis, and Wyatt.
Edge rusher, and the other guy's the other defensive end, which is a pass rusher.
Wyatt.
Okay, so my question is, if all three of those guys are off the board when we pick at 27, and somebody want our 27 pick to come back to get one of the quarterbacks, do we make that move to go back? Okay, how far should we go back though? Because we always draft them back. We did it with Vita. We did it with White. I mean, to get the safety we just got. Like we always moving back, so I'm comfortable with that. That's a Jason Licht special.
If they go back like that, we finna get all defense. You best believe it.
Because that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking and I also I didn't realize this with that 5th round pick that we traded, we're gonna get a comp pick because of so that made that expendable.
Yeah,
which makes sense. But I think I don't know, outside of D tackle and whatever round, I don't know which round it's gonna be. What's our next biggest need other than D tackle?
Edge rusher.
I mean D-line, sorry, D-line, outside D-line.
Well, I guess you could say edge rushers is D-line. D-line.
Okay.
D-line. That's my opinion. I mean, and then, that's what I think. We got to get a running back. And it's a ton of them. Exactly. It's some gems out there like Spiller from A&M, Zaire White, James Cook. Those are guys.
We got to get. I think either one of them, Cook or White from Georgia. Like, already we Gators fans, so I already know that both of them boys bad. So, ain't really no question. And Georgia just like pump out running backs. Right. But what I finna say? Oh, my biggest question for you, Isaiah, is how you been talking about the 3-year thing with Trask and not playing, and now that Brady come back, do we go get another quarterback, another developmental quarterback in this draft?
No.
Or we stick it out another year with Trask and he ain't played. Everybody throwing the man under the bus and we ain't saw him but like a half a preseason game.
So let me tell you why you don't get a quarterback this draft. You just picked one.
Last year. You got one last year. I get it.
That's not how it works now. Unless the Bucs was picking like number 1 or number, you know what I'm saying? Like
if we was a high pick, but we at the end, we at the end of the first round.
In this scenario, you don't go back and get a quarterback again when you picked one in the second round. If Trask was picked in like the 5th round, 6th round. Okay, but he was picked in the 2nd round, which he was overdrafted. But you got to stick with him another year. But the key with Kyle Trask is he needs to be a second.
That's what I'm going to say. He needs to be the second backup. If we sign Blaine Gabbert back, that tells you a lot about Trask.
Yeah, out of there. Like,
if Blaine Gabbert gets re-signed, we got to get another quarterback because that means Arians don't trust Trask. And unfortunately, Jason Licht, that's another bad draft pick.
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's Blaine Gabbert helps Brady with the preparation.
I understand that, but why they always telling us that Blaine Gabbert is second on the depth chart. So that means that's telling when you hear second, that means third ain't good enough.
Man, honestly, I think it's preparation thing, man. Because
that's cool.
Some players are not good players, but great coaches. That may be,
and that could be what Gabbert is. I'm sure he's great with that.
So you basically admitting that the 2nd round pick with Trask was a bad pick.
If that's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that.
I've been arguing for the last when Brady with them 39 of them 40 days that I wanted Trask, and even with the Watson thing,
Yeah, he ain't getting no criminal charges, but my mind tells me on one of them cases something happened, even if he ain't getting blamed for it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I wanted him as a Bucs fan, but my morals is like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? I would have cheered for him if he would, they'd have took him, but I was a trash guy. Like, I wanted to I'm still on the give him a chance thing. So I guess that does tell me though, preseason, how many other games we have, Trash need to play all 3. We got to see what you got there, because if he don't even touch the field to after Gabbert or another veteran we bring in, that's not a good look. That's telling us a lot. Where we going to be at next year, Brady actually retires and don't, So I don't know. Because I'm looking back on how many people were still on the board in that second round pick that we could have right now had we not took Trash. That's what I'm saying. Because I know you always looking at the guys right behind him, 5 picks behind him. Like, there was a lot of second picks that was still there. And I ain't gonna lie, I was going crazy as a Gator fan when we picked him. I knew it was gonna happen. I was hyped, but with everything, that was before we knew we was getting Brady and all of that. But so I don't know.
Well, the thing is, we're in a win now mode, so you can't draft. Like I think Isaiah mentioned it, he kind of opened me up to it. I'm like, man, you know what? You're right. So when you're trying to win now, you got to get people that can produce right
now.
Because we trying to win right now. We doing it right now. It's Super Bowl or bust.
Like a hashtag. I know that it's the new hashtag. I hear Isaiah. Facts over feelings. How you said, Isaiah? Facts over feelings from last year. You made a lot of people mad with that one.
I know I did.
You made a lot of people mad. Not me, because I get it. We on the same level. I get it. But all these new fans, like people, and it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. I want to bring them to the reality.
Exactly.
To reality, not emotions. Reality. Logic. Let's be logic here, man. Look, we're men, we're grown men and we're grown women. Let's stop doing the fantasy Disney stuff.
Oh, I got one more question. If Gronk decides you want to walk away and he don't come back, are we cool going in with Cameron Brate as a starter with his lack of blocking? I mean, he's better than number 80. I ain't gonna say his name, that we just go. Or are we drafting a tight end somewhere in this draft too?
We're gonna pick a free agent somewhere.
What's that?
Yeah, it'll be a free agent guy.
Yeah.
Because I like Cameron Brate, but I don't know if he's our number one guy.
Austin Hooper will be a good one.
The Browns.
Yeah, I seen that released him. I saw that. There was another one too. I don't remember who it is, but there's another really good tight end supposed to be coming out of this draft too. I think he's from Washington.
Trey McBride, Colorado State, and then you got the one
Colorado. Okay, so
Texas A&M. You got Watermeyer from Texas A&M.
So if we take him with our second or third, would that be a reasonable spot if we happen to do that because we missed out on the tight end?
So here's the thing: with what the Bucs did, picking up Shaq Mason and getting Russell Gage, it literally gave the Bucs a lot of options in the second and third round. Like it in
the draft, because we would have had to go receiver if we didn't do that.
It just opened up some expansion because the Bucs literally was condensed. Like if they didn't pick up Shaq Mason, you got to get an O-lineman, And Russell Gage, that was a question mark. Some mock drafts had the Bucs getting a receiver in the first round. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So they tried us getting the injured receiver from Alabama, Williams.
Right, so, it's just one of those things that signing Russell Gage and Shaq Mason was huge. You know what I'm saying? So it takes the pressure off drafting a guard or receiver in the first round. Absolutely, we don't have to worry about that. Now the second round, the Bucs can literally play with it, but the guy has to be an immediate impact.
So our second round pick need to be a potential starter at some position.
Yeah, potential. If not starting this year, but get some playing time and possibly, or most likely starting the following year. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be an impact player. I said it, and I'm gonna say it again. The first 3 rounds in this draft needs to be impact players, whether he's full-time starter or part-time. He needs to be impact.
Because I feel like I'm finna say I wanted to go with another linebacker, but because I don't really they keep signing Mentor. Like to me, he ain't it. Like when White or Devin White come off, he a great tackler, but in the open field, he can't guard nobody. Now we just got the boy from Auburn last year, the linebackers that we got late for special teamers. Hopefully one of them can, be a diamond in the rough and step up. Because I just, like you said, I know our biggest issue is pass rush. Like we all get it. And I think if we get another dominant pass rusher, it'll make Carlton Davis and hopefully Murphy Bunting look way better because them boys got exposed, and we just gave Carlton a lot of money. But you know what I look forward to every time we watch him? This. Who is this? That's what you call him. Grabby.
Grabby. Get on my
Like, and I
nerves
get it, but I
sometimes, man.
feel like if we got that pass rush, he wouldn't have to do that.
Pass rush helps a lot. I'm gonna read this super chat real quick. By
Go
the
ahead.
way,
No problem. Go ahead.
$2
He's
super
talking
chat.
about the quarterbacks and the wide
Go ahead.
receivers.
You go ahead and read it, man.
It say, what if Malik Willis or Patrick drops to us? Do we get one of them? That's the quarterback from Florida A&M or wherever he's from, and the wide receiver.
Liberty. Malik Willis went to Liberty, and then Cody Pickett.
And Cody Pickett,
Pittsburgh. Boy, that'd be
hard to pass up at 27.
The one thing I will say about this, and this is what it shows you, and I said this during the combine about the quarterback draft. Teams are not sold on it. They're not sold on none of these quarterbacks. They're not sold on none of them. They're developmental guys. And do you take a developmental guy early in the first round when you got all this talent on the D line, O line?
No, I don't think we could take a quarterback in the first round. Now, for whatever reason, they slide like a Rodgers or somebody, and they still there when we come back in the second round.
I think every quarterback in this draft class is a second round, third round pick, or fourth round pick, fifth round.
I think the biggest thing where we got to get it right in the first round, because it's all about the fifth year option, because you don't get that if you don't get him in the first round. That's why your quarterback, you have to get that's the thing with Trask, because we didn't get him in the first round. He's going to be a free agent like next year. Next season.
2024.
24. Okay. So we got him for what, 3 years or it's 4 years?
No, so 4 years. So we got him 4 years. So second round picks don't get a fifth year option.
That's what I'm saying.
So this going to be his second year not playing. So 2 years wasted already.
Exactly. So that's, I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and let you close it out. I know you say tomorrow's going to be a lit show. So
Friday.
What time you starting? 6?
Around this time, it's gonna be loaded. I might start a little early because it's gonna be a lot of people, so I might want to start like maybe 4 or 5 y'all time and 4 my time, because it's gonna be a lot of people. I'm trying to get over 10 people in there, but I got to work some things in the background. But there's gonna be 6 at minimum, but I'm gonna try to get 10, maybe 20. And
and last thing, I think you should try this time. I think we should get, because I'm here in Florida. We need to get a Bucco's Locker, decide which game we want to go to, and all of us just meet up and go to a game this season. If we pick one in the right time, I know tickets going to be whatever, but if you know in advance, everybody can do whatever it is you need to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we can do it.
I did say I want to go.
Because I was at 2 games that you was at last year, and I couldn't find, not last year, the year before. Mm-hmm. I think we was playing Carolina. I think like 2 years ago, you was at a Carolina game, and I'm watching you on my phone while I'm in the stadium, and I'm trying to get over there. Like, I couldn't. You know how them lines be. I had to go to the bathroom. I was like, oh Lord, I ain't gonna make it.
We can plan for that. We can talk about it at spring, summertime, well in advance, and we pick a game out. Everybody pick the game. We agree on it.
We got a tough schedule, and we got a lot of tough home games coming.
A lot of good games, and we can definitely meet up and tailgate, and hang out and have a good time, like a Bucco's like a meetup.
Don't we got the Ravens at home? Like, I low key want to see Lamar Jackson. I ain't even gonna trip by that, but
I gotta sit. I literally, like, in the summertime when I have my daughter. I know she keep me busy, but I'm gonna literally sit down and just like map this out, like where I want, what games I want to go. I gotta map this out because I want to have my tickets purchased well in advance on what games I want to go to, hotel, and stuff like that. So it'll work itself out, but it won't be last minute. I'm not doing that. But I will say this though, I will say this: I'm gonna have fun this year because I'm gonna try to go to a minimum of 3 home and 3 away, and do live streams. At
like post game, pre game live streams kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. So
okay, all right.
It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun.
All right. Well, that's all I got. I'll go ahead and let you close it out, and I'll be back on here on Friday.
So I just got word that OJ Howard, number 80, he's to the Buffalo Bills. Von Miller. That's crazy. 6-year, $120 million for Von Miller going to the Buffalo Bills. That's overpaid. Von Miller got that ring and he got paid. That's crazy. Number 80 signed a 1-year, $3.5 million, worth up to $5 million. So Buffalo got a tight end. But Von Miller, he's over 30. Why is he getting this 6-year deal? I don't understand that. Getting so much money. Miller, $120 million. He's over 30. Anyway, number 80, he's going to the Buffalo Bills. Now, if y'all want to give him a round of applause, maybe he pops up with the Buffalo and he does something. Yeah, a lot of upfront money. We know how these deals work. The key is the guarantee money. You take the guarantee money and you divide it by 2. I'm not even going to do it. I'm not even going to do it divided by 3. Take the guarantee money and divide it in 2. I want to see the breakdown of this contract. Von Miller got a ring, another one, and he got paid. He could have went back to the Rams. That helps the Bucs out. Now think about that. The strong eliminates the strong, right? The Rams not having Von Miller is a big win for the Bucs. Thank you, Buffalo. Thank you. Thank you, Buffalo, for taking Von Miller. That weakens the Rams. But if anybody want to give number 80 a round of applause for his contributions to the Bucs, even though it didn't work out the way it should have worked out, he did some good things in his first 2 years, and it just kind of started getting hurt, and the coaching staff didn't believe in him, and then Arians get here, and Arians didn't believe in OJ. Number 80, he had the drops, and I remember that ball he tried to catch, and the ball went behind him. Remember that? And it was with Winston. I think Winston threw the ball, and he caught the ball, and then it was against the Saints, and the ball went behind him. That was the year Winston threw 30 interceptions. So that was a fluky interception. Winston got the blame for it, but that was the highlight of his. That was the highlight. That summed up number 80's career with the Bucs. So, but yeah, he got signed by the Bills. But he's going to a young, good quarterback too. So it's not like he's going to a horrible team. He's going to a team that is Super Bowl bound. They're ready. So we'll see. Somebody said oh yeah, Gronkowski coming back. Gronkowski coming back. Yeah, he coming back. I saw the video of him in the barbershop talking about it's most likely it's gonna happen. I just want to give him a scare because he gave me a scare for 40 days, a couple weeks. I'm gonna do the same thing to him. So you can book Gronkowski coming back. So yeah, he will be back at some point. So yeah. So we got Gronkowski back, so that's fine. But yeah, Number 80 is going. Here we go. So look, the Von Miller contract. 6-year deal, $120 million. Fully guaranteed at signing per sources. Adam Schefter. So now let's take the contract. Let's take the guarantee money divided by 3. So this how the guarantee money works, because if you divide it by 2, that's $25.5 million. I mean, that's $25.5 million for 2 years per year. So if you look at the guarantee money, it's a 3-year deal. So 3 divided into 51.5, that literally is like $17 million. They got Von Miller for $17 million a year. There you go. $51 million guaranteed. You divide it into 3 years. Yeah, I know my connection is very choppy. I don't know what's going on today. I got to fix that by Friday. But I'm going to wrap this up. Once again, I would like to thank everybody coming out to the locker room. I will be back on tomorrow. We'll do it again. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. With that being said, it's been fun. It's a quiet day for the Bucs, right? For the first time in a while. I know the Titans cut. The Titans cut Julio Jones. That was stupid. Anyway, stupid. Julio Jones is washed. But with that being said, I want y'all to fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag, hashtag no risky, no biscuit, hashtag facts over feelings, hashtag bombs away, hashtag stay humble, hashtag what does your eyes tell you, hashtag probability over possibility, and hashtag Super Bowl a bust. That's what we playing for, right? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Buckles Locker out. Enjoy the rest of your day. Deuces.